Hello, we're chatting about U.S. Bank short sales today. I'm Sarah and this is Josh.
Yep, we run the Pomerleau Team here at Keller Williams Realty, one of the top short sale teams here in the Twin Cities area. We're with Keller Williams Realty, and what are we going to talk about? So we're going to talk about U.S. Bank today.
Yeah, but I want to bring up the calculator.
Yep, before the U.S. Bank, let's talk about our short sale decision calculator. It's a wonderful tool to just see where you are.
Hey, Mr. Salesy.
I know, that's funny.
It's a wonderful tool.
We do videos
it's such an awesome, I would use the word like awesome and innovative and neat tool for you to use to find out if a short sale's right for you.
Right, it'll give you, so at shortsaleship.com in the toolbar there's our calculator. Click there and then put your property information, your loan information. It'll email you a report on a breakdown of how long it'll take you to get back to even, to get equity in your house again, and how much money that will cost.
Given different rates of appreciation, so it's a complex system there.
Yeah, but give you a good idea of shorts if you should look further into a short sale. And then if it's not accurate, one of our team members can reach out to you and kind of go over that with you to figure out what the value is or closer to what the value is. So
yes. Okay, so we're talking about U.S. Bank today. I was going to talk about with U.S. Bank, but instead of talking today again about how slow they are and how annoying that is, although they eventually do issue approval every time, I figured I would chat about the advantages to working with a real estate team that knows U.S. Bank inside and out over the last few years. There is a few things with U.S. Bank that can be done to speed up the process, particularly in the beginning of the short sale process. There are a few documents or letters or things that need to be written by the homeowner that when they're submitted with the original short sale offer, it'll get checked off their list quicker and get it into underwriting. So in U.S. Bank, there's two different processes. There's the processing side and the underwriting, or submission time, or whatever they want to call it. And in the beginning, they're going to want, unlike other banks, they're going to want all of the anyone's investment portfolio things like asset statements and information about any, I guess other banks want rental property stuff, but mostly the asset statements. If there's any sort of assets going on, stocks, bonds, CDs, different things like that, and annuities, all of those, they're going to want that information up front. And if the client doesn't have those, most agents will just not submit them and just go from there. And then the bank is going to come back and say, we need either those statements or we need a letter from the homeowner stating that they don't have any assets. So you can save time there by having your client, if they have a U.S. Bank mortgage, either write that letter if they don't have any asset statements or get those ahead of time. And the reason I bring that up is because other banks aren't asking for that asset information. And if the client gives it to us, we've got to go send it to the bank. But in other banks are not having the client have to write a letter, sign and date it, stating that they don't currently have any assets.
Right.
So all about saving time.
Again, and that's huge with U.S. Bank. I mean, with any bank, we want to get it done as quickly as possible because there's just less likely something bad that can happen. So the sooner you get it closed, the sooner you can move on, the sooner your credit starts recovering, the sooner it's just done. So also, just to talk about, we've been saying this in our other bank videos, is if you've been trying to do a loan modification with them and you're just frustrated and you're like, hey, should I just do a deed in lieu or let it go? That doesn't mean the short sale won't happen. That's what that just gives you proof what happens if you gave your short sale just to a regular agent that doesn't understand the process. They're going to be just like you were, how the loan modification was, how confusing and how bad it was. However, if you go to a team that's what they do, and that's their main focus, you're going to have a completely different experience. They're going to understand. It's going to still take a long time, but they're going to still walk you through it to a successful closing, most likely.
Agreed.
So, anyways, before we sign off here, let's talk.
You keep hitting me.
I know. I'm confused. But anyways, if you want to reach out to us, hit the start button at shortsaleshift.com. Click there, put your information in there, and one of our team members will get back to you right away.
Thanks.